I've got this sad area in my backyard that I really want to spruce up. And because of water restrictions, there's not much I can do about growing lawn. First thing I want to do, the area leveled out. Once I use that level and a board to make sure it's level as possible, I'm going to set out a base of reclaimed bricks that I had from my side yard. I want to get those spaced just perfect. For me, it's 27 inches. That's how wide I'm going to make this small little fire pit. Now, the reason I'm using the bricks is it makes a great base. Easier to clean out the ashes than just using regular ground. Once I get all the bricks out, I'm going to use sand as a filler. A lot of people don't realize that sand is not only a good filler, but also a good insulator. So I'm going to put some sand down, rub it out, and make sure that it fills in all the cracks. And now for a 60-second break for a word from our sponsors. If you are like me and my family, dinner time can be, well, a chore at times. This is why I have turned to Green Chef, a CCOF certified organic meal company that helps you cook clean, delicious dinners week after week with step-by-step recipes that are pre-measured. They send nutritious, approved recipes that are good for you and packed with flavor, so I don't have to worry about meal planning or grocery shopping. Ingredients come pre-portioned and often pre-chopped with sauces pre-made in-house. It can't get much easier. Green Chef has tons of delicious, nutritious recipes with clean ingredients like organic fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. They also limit processed ingredients and don't use artificial colors or sweeteners. With their new quick and easy recipes, I feel like I can prioritize my health and get a quality dinner on the table every night in about 25 minutes or less. Now that I have Green Chef, getting into a clean eating routine and building a clean eating habit has never been easier. If you would like to try out Green Chef and transform dinner time for you and your family, use my code HOMETALK50 to get 50% off plus free shipping. Go to greenchef.com for more details. Now, back to our video. Next, I'm going to start handing out these pavers. Now, these are made perfect to go in a circle. What I want to do is space them, but also leave some room because I may have to make some adjustments while I'm laying them out to get that perfect circle. On the next row, we don't want to lay the seams on top of each other. You're going to go ahead and mix it up and put the seams right over the next layer. On something like this, we're going to finish up the second row. Again, spacing as we go. Sometimes you have to make adjustments. But this fire pit with its size, 3 rows is going to be perfect. So we're going to get those all put together and mixed up. Next, we're going to make a top for it. What I'm going to do is, since it's 27 inches wide, I'm going to cut a couple of boards to 27 inches. We're going to do 5 of them so that they can also not just be tall fit 27 inches, but the same in the width. So once I do that, I'm going to lay out some glue because we need to make a brace to hold these together. Now, as I've said in previous videos, glue is stronger than nails. So I'm going to lay this glue all the way out, and then I'm going to lay my boards across. What I want to do is, instead of clamping though, I'm going to put these across, and then I'm going to use my nail gun just to put some nails in to hold it in place. Doesn't take much. I'm just going to put 1 for each board. That glue will set up in about an hour, and it's going to be strong. So once I get that set up, I'm going to take it and flip it over. Next I want to do is take and find the middle of the board, mark it, and then I'm going to put a small nail in there. Once I got the middle all figured out, I'm going to set my tape measure at 13.5 inches, which is half of 27. I don't need a string or anything like that. I can just set that tape measure right there and use it to mark around the edge. Once we get our circle all figured out and marked, it's not going to be that hard to cut it out. Now, the best tool for doing this is going to be a jigsaw. This jigsaw is perfect as long as you get the blade just right, and I propped up the board. That way I don't, of course, cut through my table. I'm going to take this jigsaw all the way around the edge, and it's going to just make a nice, great circle as long as I stick to the lines. Once I got it cut it out, let's go ahead and get it sanded down, and I'm going to need some handles. So I'm going to mark and drill, and I'm going to put some just inexpensive handles that I got from the hardware store on each end. Now, once I got that all done, I'm going to go ahead and test fit it on top of the fire pit, and that makes it great. So when the fire pit's not being used, watch this. It's going to be perfect for having dinner or just having something to sit around and have a campfire. Now, we got their s'mores set out, so guess what? It's time to go ahead and get the campfire going, and it just makes for a wonderful, great afternoon. Now, fire's a little bit too high here, but we're going to set it down, get the family to come around, sing some songs, and just have a wonderful time. I hope this inspired you to build your own DIY fire pit with tabletop. Last week, I walked out of my office and there they were right in the hallway. Some really good pallets. First thing I did was lay it down and start cutting around the edges. It's easier to take a pallet apart when you cut off the edges first because that's less nails you have to go through. On the middle section, just take a crowbar, hammer it in, and you're going to pull it up. Don't pull too hard. You want to do it from both sides. Now all you got to do is take out the nails. They're easy to do. Just lay it on a table, tap on one side, use the bar on the other, and pull it out. Once you get all of your nails pulled, you're going to have a nice big pile of wood to use. You can sand them down now or keep them raw looking like this. Next step is to grab some crates from Michael's. These are perfect, nice and smooth. I'm going to take 2 of these and glue them together. What you want to do is get your glue down and don't go thin on it, and then use your finger to spread it out. That's going to make it adhere to the other crates really nice. These are going to come in 2 pairs. So we're going to take this one and set another one on top. Lay it down. Make sure you get it lined up just right. We want it perfectly straight. And then use clamps to hold them together while the glue dries. Only takes a couple of hours. I did cheat on this one. I used a nail on the side to hold it together. Once you get your 2 pairs, you're going to space them apart. Take 3 of your boards from the pallet and lay those out. And we're going to use those to hold our 2 pairs of crates together. I can use screws or brad nails. I use brad nails because they're easier for me, but screws work just as fine. Go ahead and go around. Now I set up on sawhorses because I'm ready to put the legs on. Now I'm going to take that pallet wood and I'm going to square up the ends. These are going to be the legs. I'm going to set this on one side, facing on the side of the pallets to put them in. And then I will take the front, the same length, and put it there, glue and nail. Now, the support boards for the pallet, I'm going to screw those in the back because I want more of a backdrop on the top of this table. Now it's time for more glue. We're going to put this on top of the crates because I want to build a table. Again, I'm going to use pallet wood. Just take the glue and spread it out. On the pallet boards, I cut one piece, just enough to have a little bit of an overhang, and then I put a little piece in between. I didn't want the table to be too wide and stick out. Once I get it all glued down, I just took those brad nails and put them into place. Now, these are just holding it while the glue sets up and it's going to be super strong. Now it's time to work on the back. Wanted to make sure it wasn't too tall, but I took some of that pallet wood and nailed it into the sides. Now you can do it however you want. This is going to be your project. What I did was I put these on, but I left some space in between. So this one I went ahead and nailed, put it on top, and then the next one I just put right below just to give it a little bit of a different look. Once it's up, it's time to put some hanging hooks on. These are easy to do. Just screw them right into the boards. Now, let's put this thing in place. And I went to Dollar Tree and grabbed a bunch of items for only $1. This is our potting board right here. I'm going to put the potting soil right in, and this allows me to work right there at the table, potting my plants. Everything that you're going to see right here, it just turned out great. And all of this stuff I bought from Dollar Tree. It looks amazing. And it's just the right height if you want to bring those little ones out to plant those happy little flowers. I think this project turned out great, and it was inexpensive and easy to do. I hope this inspired you to build your own DIY potting station. Thank you for watching Home Talk, and we'll catch you next time.